all sorts of segments on tonight's show. We're sponsored by the Shannon
Hotel.
The Shannon Hotel.
It's lovely, Paddy the Publican. You should go down there and meet good old Paddy. He's a wee little fellow.
We've got a little promo for them coming up in just a minute, but we should just intro what sort of programs we've got on tonight. Not that you need to know, you're going to stay with the show anyway, regardless of what sort of garbage we might show you. You're staying because I'm here, and Elle's here, and we're here, and we're family.
What do you want?
We are family. The sort of segments that we've got, irrespective, Film Forum, Youth Matters, that's your little baby,
mine,
isn't it?
yeah.
What's that all
we're going to
about?
have fun. I've actually got the Aboriginal coordinator, actually, of the Vincent de Paul Society, is coming in to talk about NAIDOC Week, which starts next week, and also about documentaries currently on.
Youth Matters in Stitches, Itchy Feet.
They're off to New York today.
Who's that?
Itchy Feet.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
They've decided that since it's
them already.
Independence Day, that they'll head off to New York. So that should be good.
We've got a comedian for In Stitches, Clint Paddison.
Oh, not in Stitches. What did I mean? I meant.
I'm confusing you. That's all right. I have that effect. Sportastic.
Yeah, very
it's going to be on. Paddle beaters. In the house. Pure acoustic coming up at the end of the show, and then finally we're going to be back to close it, zip it, whatever.
Did we mention Damir? Damir, our guest band?
Damir the band, right?
No.
Tell us about Damir.
Oh no, I don't think you mentioned good old Damir.
No,
they're our guest band. They've got bongo drums and all that.
Bongo's always good. Right now we should just throw to a tape, if everyone's ready for that, of our proud supporters.
Yeah,
and gee, they're proud. No. Aren't they proud?
Paddy the Publican, I'm telling you.
How proud is he? His chest puffs up as soon as we walk in there.
Yeah, this is the place.
This is the place. This is the Shannon Bar and Bistro, located at 87 Abercrombie Street, Chippendale.
And they've got a Guinness special going on down there at the moment.
Oh, how do you know that, Helen?
I'm a regular.
Meal starters little as $6.50, including daily specials. There's a dining room. Believe that.
Get out.
Yes, the bar and bistro. Courtyard, pool room, darts. Oh, the forgotten art of darts,
That's right. See,
what happened to all those dartboards?
Right behind them.
Replaced by poker machines. That's what happened, I'll tell you right now. But
right.
Don't stop me. Entertainment galore. Free barbecue on Sundays. Oh, that's you're gonna be down for that one. Friendly atmosphere. And competitions as well. First person to arrive at the Shannon Hotel and locate Paddy, Michael, and Lara. The publican wins. The publican will give a free Chaos T-shirt too.
They're
and
very
CD.
funky. Very funky.
So yeah, gotta get on down. There was another competition as well.
A meal for two, I believe.
Meal for two, Correctamundo.
Yeah.
That's a Fonzerism, in case you didn't know. The similarities are fairly obvious, I would imagine. You can forget. Anyway, so yeah, meal for two. And if you're the fifth caller through, and if you mention the head chef, his first name, which just happens to be the same name as mine, and you're the fifth caller, and all of that falls into place for you, then you can get that meal for two. Simply by ringing the number 96982968. It's on the screen. chaostelevision@hotmail.com. And in reference to our logo and the T-shirt that we've talked about on previous shows, I should just get our model in right now. It's Laurence. He's modelling the Chaos T-shirt.
Love it. Very nice.
He's got an agent on the back. He's an agent. And isn't he up himself, eh? Plenty more models where he came from. Buddy. Show him the door, all right? There's plenty of people wanting to get involved with Chaos Television. If you're one of those people, you can come down and get involved as well. Give us a call, 96982968. We're inundated, but come on down and, fight your way to the front.
Yeah.
And, hey, take my job. Come on, take my job. Bring it. Oh, I should do it. Oh. Anyway.
If you're bigger than Lewis, you're here, you're there, all right? Find someone bigger than Lewis and we'll put you here.
That's it. 96982968 or chaostelevision@hotmail.com. right now, we're going to go to none other than the band which is called...
Damir!
Damir!
Thank you. This is called Brand New Day. Time in the days of roses and wine, you laughed and cried. Now you look at me with those eyes. I let sleeping dogs lie. You wake 'em up in the middle of the night, and we wake up to a brand new day, and we wake up, brand new day. I can't deny, yeah, you turn a blind eye. Brand new day. Can't you see now that the sun is shining? Can't you see now that the rain has passed? Can't you see now that the sun is shining? Can't you see now that the rain has passed? Oh yeah, clear and loud. Wake up, it's a brand new day. Yeah, let's wake up. It's a brand new day. Can't you see now that the sun is shining? Can't you see now that the rain has passed? Can't you see now that the sun is shining? Can't you see now that the rain has passed? And we wake up to a brand new day, and we wake up to a brand new day. Oh, thank you very much. My name's Damir, and this is Maria on bongos, and this song's called The Grave. Okay. About the damage to your soul. Nothing can be done to save your soul. Nothing can be soul. Nothing can be done to save your soul. Hope dies fast, hope won't last. In the shallow grave, with one foot now in the grave. Yeah, gotta keep it in. Walking in dead man's shoes down the corridor. Walking in dead man's shoes, what am I dying for? Walking in dead man's shoes down the corridor. Walking in dead man's shoes, what am I dying for? Hope dies fast, hope won't last. In a shallow grave, with one foot now in the grave. Nothing can be done about the damage to your soul. Nothing can be done to save your soul. Walking in dead man's shoes down the corridor. Walking in dead man's shoes, what am I dying for? Hope dies fast, hope won't last. In the shallow grave, with one foot in the grave. We like to keep it in. So we like to keep it in. Pay my last respects, flowers on your grave. Pay my last respects, put flowers on your grave. Angel down in the sky. Pay my last respects, put flowers on your grave. Pay my last respects, put flowers on your grave. Thank you.
Just helping Damir out, so you did very well for that. Learned a lot in an afternoon. So Damir, tell us for those original compositions of yours.
Yeah, they were written a couple of years ago now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many? You all do all original stuff, or do you?
Yeah,
do
I
sort
do
of
pretty much,
covers
yeah.
Or
Yeah. For me, I pretty much write a lot of original stuff. I've got about close to 100.
100. Well,
Mhm.
you must.
And
What, do you write a song a night or something, or just keep churning them out all the time?
Every second day.
And you mentioned before that you're looking at putting a band together. So
Yeah.
what sort of people?
Looking to form a band, and
What sort of people are you looking for? Instruments? Anything specific you're looking for?
I'm looking for drums and bass. Pretty much, I want like a three-piece, standard sort of three-piece band. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So have you got an email address, a website, or something like that where people
Yep.
can get in touch with you?
Which camera are we on here? Okay. The email address is palominomusic, which is palominomusic@hotmail.com. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I'm not going to give my phone number out.
No, that's fine. You don't have to. That's fine. You might. Hey, you never know. You might get some interesting phone calls.
I won't do that.
So have you got any gigs coming up that you want to sort of let us know about as well while you're here? Or
No gigs.
looking for some gigs though?
I'm looking for gigs. So anyone wants a solo artist with bongos, send us an email. But hoping get a band together and then tour.
Excellent.
Do gigs, yeah.
Well, we look forward to hearing lots more about you in the future, and thanks again for coming into Chaos to both of you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Damir. Woo, and Maria.
Hey, you're back. I should just mention that if you want to get in contact with this station, the details are on the screen right now. Okay, put them up now. There you go. 3 times lucky. Sheesh. 96982968 is the number. chaostelevision@hotmail.com is the email address. Right now, what I'd like to mention is that we had a number of people call up last week in response to our prizes, our giveaways. Those people are Will from Castle Hill, Nick and Jenny from Vaucluse, Andrew Carson from Penrith, Jesse from Pendle Hill, Peter Johns from Carlingford, Mick from Paddington, Michael Skylas from Elwood, Rick from Seaforth, Brett Hussey from Csuba. Hussey? Danny, I wonder if that's a legitimate name. You hussy. Danny from Concord, big winner, he won 2 prizes. Save some for the rest of us, eh? James from Mosman, Michael from Guildford, they spelled it G-I-L-L, I think it's G-U-I-L, to the secretaries in our office. Just a little correction, might like to take note of. Right now we've got another giveaway for you at home. It's called Horny by Mousy T and Hot and Juicy. What is it with these CDs? That's courtesy of Central Records, by the way. And so all you have to do is give us a call, 96982968, and we'll basically just give them away to the first 5 people that ring in and say the name of the show. And you've got to say you're hot and juicy as well. Hot and juicy, and I want the CD. All right, right now we're going to go to another segment that we call Film Forum, that you call Film Forum. It's got Colin Blackmanb on it. Give it up now for Film Forum.
I hear. And this week I did go to the movies. I didn't go to the live theatre this week. I went to the movies. And I tell you what, I saw 2 good ones this week. The first one was Molokai, which is the Paul Cox film made in 1999. So it's taken a while to be released, but it's worth going to see. It stars David Wenham as Father Damien. Now, I grew up, well, I learned about him in school. You know, Father Damien that went off to Molokai and looked after the lepers. But this film is not for the faint-hearted, believe you me. You need a strong stomach to take some of the shots in it. It also has quite a big cast in it. Chris Christopherson playing a Swede, believe it or not, or a Swiss guy who, that's a big difference between Swede and Swiss, isn't it? But a guy who owns a farm up in the hills who comes down and helps them out on the island. There's Sam Neill and Derek Jacobi, who was just out here recently with the Hollow Crown at the Royal. And of course, somebody that I go back to a long, long time ago. I worked as his dresser when I was at the ensemble, and that was Leo McKern on a play called Man Who Shot the Albatross. It was a long time ago at the old Elizabethan Theatre. But anyway, that's trivia stuff. Peter O'Toole is also in this film. Now, Peter O'Toole is an actor that I've always loved, and he seems to always play the down and outs, and he does in this film. And Kate Sobrano, when you see the scene where Kate Sobrano does the Hawaiian farewell, it'll bring a tear to your eye. John Brearley wrote the script. He's the guy that wrote the script to Gandhi, so it's quite a powerful script. It's got some beautiful scenery to compensate the very sad scenes in it. We're quite graphic. The makeup in this film is, they've brought in some amazing people to do the makeup, and it's mind-blowing. The person I went to see it with wanted to leave because it was turning their stomach. So, as I say, it's not for the faint-hearted. Now I come to the film that I really, really loved, and that's Bend It Like Beckham. Now, what a film. I mean, it's worth going to see. I blew me right away. It's about the Indian culture and about a young girl who wants to be a soccer player, and wow, what a film. The tears come to your eyes, but not from crying, but from laughing. I mean, when we all walked out of the theatre, we were actually wiping the tears from our eyes from laughing that much. It's beautifully written, beautifully photographed, and it'll blow you away. I mean, at the end of it, I wanted to stand on my chair in the theatre and just cheer. I can't believe how funny this film is. And it was the top film at the Sydney Film Festival and voted that by the audience at the film festival. And it's breaking box office records in England. Pity that it's not at everywhere here in Sydney, but do make a point of going to see it. As I say, I really want to go and see it again. And the person I went to the movies with today was wanting to go and see it. And well, of course, we had to go and see Molokai. I couldn't see the same film twice in a row. Anyway, that's me for this week. But you've got to get off to the movies. It's worth going. The one thing about with a person like myself who has a hearing problem, I don't know whether you knew that, but I'm telling you that now. I'm coming out about it. Come out of the closet about my hearing. Anyway, the theatre at Fox have got the most amazing loop system. It's a system for people with hearing problems. They push a button. We get the movie. You can sit next to me and rave on and I won't hear you. Anyway, I'll see you next week at the movies. Don't miss me. Right, bye-bye.
Now we've got Pure Acoustic, Goodbyes. I've got to mention Goodbyes, the Goodbyes guys in the intro. And I got my wrist slapped by them for doing that. Panel Beaters, Sportastic, Itchy Feet, In Stitches, Youth Matters. Youth Matters is what we have right now. With El, let's throw to Youth Matters!
Okay, this is the first time ever that we've done Youth Matters on Chaos. So I'm here with my first guest, and this is Clarence Slockee. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to talk about a few things that are happening this week about the Aboriginal community. First off, you're starring in a documentary at the moment on ABC on Tuesday nights.
Starring's a very strong word, El.
Oh, I believe you're a pretty main character on that.
I'm one of the characters in that documentary, yes.
Right. And that's called Dream Time to Dance.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Now, that started last Tuesday night, and that was basically just the introduction to it. So can you tell us a little bit about what the documentary is about?
It's a 4-part series that runs through the month of July. It's coinciding with NAIDOC Week. It's taken the RCABC to get it on air. It was filmed in 2000, so it's taken a little while to get there. And basically it follows the life of Leisle College, which is the National Aboriginal and Islander Skills Development Association.
Oh, God.
Yes, it's a college of dance that trains Aboriginal and Islander people to become performing artists.
Right. And how long has that college been around?
25 years.
Right.
Yeah, last year was the 25th anniversary.
Okay, right. So, and I believe that they've had some pretty big stars come out of that. I think Christine Arnoux is one of those.
Christine's one. I'm here. There's no, the Page brothers, Raymond Blanco. There's a lot of people that, like, you could go on and on about. Deborah Marmon. There's heaps of people that have been through there.
Oh, right.
So yeah, it's a really good good grounding, and like people like myself who hadn't danced before, you can just go in there cold and come out with lots of confidence in your ability to be able to dance and learn how to do really amazing things with your body.
So as you just said, you were 30 when you decided to try out for NASDA. What made you what was your inclination to start dancing?
Well, I just really like to dance.
Right.
No, I've always had a thing in performing arts, and I've been a muso for a long time, and been into always loved music, always loved movement, or right into sport, and it was just a natural progression. And the thing that attracted me to Leisle was the fact that it's a culturally based thing that really gets you back in touch with your roots and really gets you back in touch with Aboriginal Islander culture.
Right. And I believe part of that course is to actually travel to a remote community.
That's right.
And actually talk to some Aboriginal elders as well as children out in those areas. Mm-hmm. And one of your co-stars on that, Rachel, she was actually adopted at birth.
That's right. And
has only just coming to realise her Aboriginal heritage. How did she find visiting that community?
You'll have to watch next week to find it.
Ooh, okay.
It was definitely a life-changing experience for Rachel, and Rachel, by the way, is dancing with Bangara now. They're started their Melbourne season last week. They're here in Sydney next week, so all of you who want to come along to.
Okay, where's that?
Playing at the Theatre Royal in King Street in Sydney.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, we know where that is. Most of it near the MLC building, I believe that is. Or...
near Pitt Street Mall, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of a little bit away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, also in terms of things happening this week, we've got NAIDOC week starting next week.
Yeah.
Now, I believe it's the theme is actually for the 3 R's, but not the usual 3 R's. What is it? Ruddock, Philip Ruddock. Yeah. We've got the theme for NAIDOC this year is recognition, rights and reform, and it's the 10th anniversary since the Mabo decision and some of the land rights decisions were made. Mm-hmm. Now, is it true to say that nothing much has happened in that last 10 years in terms of land rights, or?
There's a lot that happens, but it gets a little bit misinterpreted in the media. And I was fortunate enough in my first year at NAISDA, our cultural residency was to Murray Island, so I was fortunate enough to be able to see Eddie Koiki Mabo's grave. And that was a really special experience for me personally, and for everyone else that went there, obviously. But 10-year anniversary of the Mabo decision, and land rights are just really, they've gone off the boil. Reconciliation's gone off the boil.
Okay. All right. Now, I thought I might try to clarify something for the viewers. I believe that a lot of people refer to Koori as an Aboriginal, just another name for Aboriginal, but can you explain what the difference is between Koori and what that's all about?
Yeah, people use Koori as a generic term, but it's sort of, it covers a lot of New South Wales, but northern New South Wales, where I'm from, we call ourselves Guris with a G, so like Guris and Kooris, and then if you go into Queensland, they're Murrays, and Northern Territory, they call themselves Leolnu, and then Western Australia, Noongas, so there's a lot of different terms depending on the local area.
Okay.
But, Northern Territory, they call white people Bullanda, and the generic term for white people is Gubbers. So.
Gubbers.
Yeah.
All right, I'm a Gubber. All right, now there's quite a few other events happening in NAIDOC week. I believe there's a few flag raising ceremonies happening. One just up on the block here in Everleigh Street.
Yeah, Monday morning.
On Monday morning, and I think there's also another one at Town Hall, which Philip Ruddock and the Lord Mayor and I think the Chairman of ATSIC is also going to be there for that one, so that should be pretty big.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Yeah. I think there's plenty of other things happening, guys. If you wanted to go onto the website, which is www.atsic.gov.au, and look at the events section there, under NAIDOC you should find events calendar for the next week and a half or so. And also your documentary, you can find out a little bit more about that on the ABC's website, I believe.
www.abc.net.au/Dreamtime.
There you go, Dreamtime. All right, well, that's been Youth Matters, and thank you very much, Clarence, for coming in, and I look forward to the events for this week.
And that was Youth Matters with Elle. Right now we've got another giveaway. The giveaway is I'm on fire. I'm on fire. It's as if this CD was written for me. Probably a pretty decent CD. Can't say I've heard of it. I've heard it bandied around in reference to me, but never actually heard the CD. It's Fabiola 2, so presumably there was a Fabiola 1, so it must have had some degree of success in order for them to do another one, presumably. So give us a call, 96982968, and we will send this out to you first to, 5 callers through. We got 5 CDs. That makes sense. Right now we're going to our comedian. His name is Clint Paddison. The segment is In Stitches!
He had pork singing off his turban. But I had a really crazy day actually. In bed this morning I get a phone call from a mate, and he drives a hearse, and he rings me up and he says, Clint, I need you to fill in for me. And I thought, mate, I said, I've never been to a funeral before. What should I wear to this thing? He said, doesn't matter, just as long as you wear all black. So I did what I could and scraped up an old Darth Vader outfit.
Felt bad when I found out the dead guy's name was Luke.
There we go. I know what's going on with this point. Okay.
Right, yeah, we're back on. Yeah. We're all class down here at Chaos TV, but no. So anyway, I found out the dead guy's name was Luke, and then I was driving the hearse, right, and I accidentally did a burnout in the funeral procession, and nearly lost the coffin out the back. So my other mate took over because he wasn't pissed. We get to the graveyard and they asked me to carry the coffin. It was bloody heavy, so I took the body out and carried it separately. But anyway, I was struggling a bit today because I went out last night, and last night I went to see my mate who's a DJ, and I thought I'll check him out, and I walk out and he's got all this equipment in front of him, you know,
Got turntables and knobs and switches
and stuff like that. I thought it looked
like the cockpit of a plane. So I thought this bloke would make the best pilot, right? He could just be sitting up in the cockpit going, ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. This is your captain. This is your. And I'm concerned about your safety on this flight. So please buckle up if the light is on. But I'll switch it off now so you can dance along. As I rock the mic on this 11-hour flight, I rap like Eminem, I fly this jumble like a kite because the autopilot takes control and makes it a joke. I just sit back, I have a drink and sometimes I smoke. The flight attendants just arrived and kissed me goodnight. I gotta go, so here's a movie and enjoy the flight.
basically my job tonight's just to test out mics. So
how's this one going, guys?
well, we've got 16 to get through. This is number 2. But I'm originally from the bush, actually. I grew up on a farm out near Dubbo. And for those who don't know, Dubbo is actually an Aboriginal word. It means let's get the hell out of here. And I was on the farm out there, right, and Dad's serving up meat all the time, every meal, meat, meat, meat. Anyhow, he said, eat your meat, son, it'll put hair on your chest. I said, is that what happened to Mum? So anyhow, I'm like getting served meat all the time, and the food comes before the pets on the farm, right? I had this pet lamb, I was about 10 years old, and he's full of energy, and he's just jumping over hay bales, running around the paddocks and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, he's so cool, I'm going to call him Super Lamb. Anyhow, when he got old enough to eat, my dad shot it. He said, I told you it's not as fast as a speeding bullet. Right? Yeah, that was a crowd tester and you all failed. So anyhow, if you are what you eat, I'm thinking I'm half cow, half sheep, which is strange because I eat like a horse, I'm hung like a donkey, and I root like a rabbit. But I'm living in Sydney now, and I got a girlfriend here, and she's really lazy. She said, well, sex is a good form of exercise. I said it would be if you moved as well. But anyhow, we wanted to watch some TV, and she basically pulled out some old videos. I said, what do you got? She said, What Women Want. I said, geez, that'd be a long movie. But anyhow, so we turned on the telly, and I see Rex Hunt is still on television. Anyone, right? Rex Hunt's still on television, and he's still kissing those fish, right? And I'm thinking that's bizarre. I reckon he's too keen on those fish. I reckon straight afterwards he's down in the pub going, oh mate, just cracked onto this awesome trout. She had lips like a barramundi. And he rushes home, starts downloading pictures of fish off the internet, having fantasies about him and 2 lesbian fish. But I reckon if I was his wife, I'd know how to turn him on. Just walk around the house nude, going. Anyhow, guys, I'm done with my mic testing for tonight. So thanks very much, everyone.
Excellent work there by Clint.
Thanks, mate.
I think we should give him another round of applause. That's brilliant stuff.
A few technical difficulties there during the performance, but I think we overcome it okay.
You stood the test there, Clint. Hopefully I won't have to test any microphones myself. Clint, we had a sort of funny meeting the other day on the Sydney Harbour Bridge of all places. And could you sort of elaborate a little bit further on that?
Yeah, well, the way Matt and I met actually was I was doing a bridge climb, And for those of you who don't know, Matt's actually working on the bridge. And we met on there because we were doing a bridge climb with the Channel 31 movie show, which
That's
I'm on
correct.
every Thursday night at 10:30. So for those of you who love to watch Chaos TV at 11 at night, obviously you're a night dweller, you're a bit of a nocturnal sort of person, you should go along and check out 10:30 on Thursday night. We got the movie show, and it's worth checking out as well.
Lovely gear. Now, Clint, I believe you actually performed last night down at Canberra at a place, an Irish pub, and the competition was called the
Green Faces.
Green Faces. It's
Yeah.
like obviously red face has gone bad or something.
That's right. That's right. Actually, what you got to do is you eat a lot of like green foods before you go on, and he who has the greenest face wins the night. And you try and tell a few jokes in between.
Lovely work.
Yeah.
And can we see you around the traps in Sydney though, Clint? You're performing elsewhere.
Yeah, all over the place. Got lots of things happening. But the Shore Bet every week, if you want to come down and check out the Comedy Store at Fox Studios, it's a really good venue, and I'm on every Wednesday night, and we always have some great acts on there on Wednesday night. So come along. It's about $15, but the people who come along think it's one of the best nights they've had. You know, it's great.
Sounds like a good night. Get off the couch, folks. The panel, forget about it. Come down and see Clint on Wednesday nights. He's a pretty funny character, and I'm sure he's got a lot more other material that he'll let loose. Hopefully won't have to test so many microphones, but you never know.
That's right. I'll take a few along with me just for a few extra laughs. Seemed to work well tonight.
And Clint, did the comedians actually go to like Comedians University to apply their trade, or...?
No, we're all too stupid for that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So you were just a dropout and, like the rest of them, kicked along very well there.
Righty out. Yep.
Excellent
Basically.
work. Well, folks, once again, round of applause for Clint Paddison, I should say.
Thank you.
Hey, get off. That was Matt. In stitches, guys. When he was saying forget about the panel, he didn't mean panel beaters. He meant the panel, that copy show that copied us and all of our ideas. Right now, what I'm here to say to you is that I have a competition. Believe it or not, yes, I'm here to give you something for free. So it's $20 gift voucher to Faye Cosmetics, located at Level 1 Broadway Shopping Centre. Faye, all the colours in your day. Because I'm worth it. No. So give us a call, 9698-2968. We should have the details up on the screen. There they are. Because we're pro, and you can read that, 9698-2968, Chaos Television in case you can't, at hotmail.com. Give us a call. The fifth person through will get that. Right now, we're going to In Stitches!
Thank you to the great Lewis.
And this is Nat. Thanks to Lewis
for that great intro.
This evening, Itchy Feet is going to go to the Big Apple. We thought, it's American Independence Day, 4th of July, happening
Not
as
the
we
movie
speak.
Independence Day.
No. We don't want any aliens attacking.
No.
As we speak in America, they're celebrating Independence Day. So I thought, we're better placed than to go to New York City, hardcore city of cities, never sleeps, huge towering skyscrapers, and, a highly energised and diverse city, I believe. So, when in New York City,
Do as the New Yorkers do.
Do as the New Yorkers do. New Yorkers. Get a cup
I can't
of
even
coffee.
do that. No, can't do that accent.
I think, Statue of Liberty obviously comes to mind firstly.
We do have a
little photo here.
I think it's like this. It's the symbol of not just New York, the US, I think. So.
Yeah, definitely. Independence, liberty, truth, justice, and the American way. So if you want to go there, get early because it's like a 22-floor climb to the top and you want to beat the crowd so you don't have your face in the bum of the person in front of you.
Pretty crowded.
Also, if you like going to high places, go to see the Empire State Building. Old limestone building. It's 102 floors high and there's fantastic views of the city, of Central Park as well. So that's definitely worth checking out. And that brings us to Central Park. If you feel like a bit of a jog, feeling athletic, want to go check out the musicians in the park, lots of activity there. It's a bit of an oasis in the centre of the hustle and bustle of the city. So I think, go for your picnic lunches there, definitely. Good spot to go
It's
to.
never safe at night, though. There's a lot of stories about Central Park, muggers.
That's true.
All that
Homeless
sort of stuff.
people,
So it's probably
I
not
think.
a good idea to be there at night on your own. Maybe, If you're going to walk through Central Park at night, maybe walk with some friends.
Safety in numbers always.
Exactly. Anywhere you go, I think. So
Exactly. Yeah. Times Square is also another place.
Oh.
It's a little bit of a pinnacle
We have
for
another
the
picture
New
of that.
Yorkers. Particularly active on New Year's Eve. I think everyone goes there,
It's famous
watches
for its
a
countdown.
little ball drop and then doesn't know what to do with the rest of them.
Dick Clark's usually there counting down as well, I think. So, yeah, he's a big,
There you go. If you want to see
some
Dick
big
Clark.
American guy. I just know I always remember seeing him on TV. So
There you go. Down
counting
to
down.
Times Square.
Oh, a little picture there.
In terms of getting around, streets are pretty easy to navigate. It's a bit of a grid-like scenario going on, and they're very imaginative. All the streets have got numbers, so you know it's not too hard to find your way around. Subway, it's allegedly quite dangerous, but apparently, statistically speaking, it's safer on the subway than walking around New York City during the daylight hours. So hedge your bets and go for the subway. It's cheap, easy to get around, really easy to negotiate.
Traffic's pretty clogged in New York, so yeah, you're probably easier getting around on trains public transport rather than trying to use cars. Even the yellow cabs, I suppose everybody wants to go in one of those yellow cabs to say they've been in a yellow cab, New York taxi, but I think it's still a pretty gridlocked sort of way to be. So yeah.
So PT, that's the way forward. They also have a 24-hour bus service, so you know you can get a bus anywhere at any time of the day, which is also handy. One thing I will say about New York City, obviously we all know that September 11 happened recently, so I think the city's in a little bit of a shock feeling at the moment, so just be aware of that. Be a little bit sensitive to terrorism jokes and stuff whilst in
And
New
it is
York
coming
City,
close
maybe.
to their first anniversary as well,
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
sure
true.
it's probably they'll have lots of sort of pretty bit, still a little bit sombre, and
Bit
so yeah, I
sensitive.
guess just be a bit aware of that.
Yeah. In terms of times to go, September to October or May to June is the summery periods. It's a bit milder, so if you know you don't like your cold winter chill, then I suggest you go at those times of the year. Also, there's been a place recommended to me for accommodation, just to wrap up, some self-contained flats in Brooklyn. It's a neighbourhood that apparently is straight out of Sesame Street, so if you want to see some afros playing basketball, some wrought iron green fences,
Down in the
maybe look out for Oscar the Grouch or something, get down there.
Big Bird,
Big Bird, you never know. Can you tell me how to get to
Sesame Street.
So yeah, and currently Australian dollar is 55 US cents, so not a bad exchange rate, but
Much better than it was a few months ago. So
Yeah,
it was
that's
down in
true.
the low 40s. So yeah, you're getting a bit more for your money. So it's getting a better time to travel. It's making your dollar stretch a bit further.
which is what you want really after the bargains. So happy, God bless America, happy Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day to you too.
as well, Nat. And we'll see you in our next destination on Itchy Feet.
Woo, bye.
In Stitches, yeah. Great show that one in Stitches, isn't it? And followed by Itchy Feet. That's right. Yeah, Itchy Feet. I've got actually, it's my personal collection. I purchase all these from Central Station Records, and then I offer them up for you to simply ring up and get them for free. This one's Ooh La La La. Oh, that's only three. Yeah. Justine. That's not me. That's actually her name. Ooh La La La. Is that right? Ooh La La La. Yeah. Justine. Dance mix. It's a dance mix, so it'll be. There you go. Yeah. Not for everybody, you know. Right now, the build-up. The guys are ready. They're on the set. It's Sportastic.
Good evening. And welcome to another version of Sportastic for another fortnight. Which camera am I on? That one or on? Okay then. Again, Sportastic. Where's the microphone? Where's my new co-host microphone? Give her a bloody microphone right now. Give a hand for my new co-host, Helen. Csuba.
Hi everybody. It was Lewis's attempt to silence me, but I got a microphone now, so everything's alright.
First, I think it was only a matter of time before this girl got on my little segment. The amount of time, expertise, knowledge of sport that she really has. Someone to match me. So I'm looking really forward to working with her tonight and hopefully in future. What are we going to start off talking about tonight, Helen?
I wonder what has been one of the greatest sporting events that we have ever witnessed. Yes, the World Cup this year has been an incredible success, co-hosted by South Korea and Japan. So much of a success that they're now rethinking whether or not, and I've got people, can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. I think you can hear me.
Hear me too?
Yes,
Yep,
I'm
cool.
fine. I'm sorry. I'll just keep rambling then. But so much of a success that they've actually decided to continue the push to have nations co-host again. They had decided before the World Cup that there was no longer going to be any co-hosting, but they've changed that decision. So let's look at some of the highlights of the World Cup. Yes, we know poor Oliver Kahn was a hero and has now...
One of the best players of the tournament voted, I believe.
Yes, he not only
well
won
deserving, brilliant goalkeeping, good
the
defensive.
Golden Glove, I believe, and
Yes.
the Golden Player of the tournament as well.
First, I didn't think the Germans were going to get as far as they did, just like the rest of the Germany itself and the team. But props to them, they did as well as they did. Good tactical, smart football, I suppose. That's the way to put it.
Yeah, no, it is. Germany really outshone themselves, and the German public themselves were in disbelief about how well they performed. Of course, Brazil, we all know that Brazil deserved to win, and Ronaldo has now become equal with Pelé, but we do realise that Mr. Müller is the person who holds the record for the most amount of goals in the World Cup. But enough about football, let's move on to Wimbledon.
Wimbledon, of course. Yes, Leighton is. Thank you very much, El. Leighton is doing well. I think he beat Schalken of Holland last night. Philippoussis is through too. I think he beat. Was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is he out? Krajicek.
I think the main game now will be between Leighton Hewitt and Tim Henman, and Henman will actually be again being the voice of the UK, but as we know, Henman has an ability to fail.
He really has been. Nice, very
Not
nice.
saying it harshly, but this is the 5th time that he will actually not make it to the finals at Wimbledon, and we do feel incredibly sorry for him, but I think that Leighton will look to the home crowd, Aussie backpacker crowd, who are well in support of him there.
But what's Pat Cash has been saying this about and stuff? And
Pat Cash came out the other day and said that he would be wearing the dress of a former British tennis player. Her name was Sue Barker, and he said that he would wear Sue Barker's dress if Henman actually won. Which, I mean, Henman has had so much flack in the past. He seems to go really, really well and then hit a wall. And the UK's used to that, so I think
some
Leighton's going to go well.
sort of like made for that sort of way. Like, then again, who knows, maybe Pat Cash is still smoking or wacky tobacco for all we know. So.
Yeah, Pat Cash has just released a book recently.
Jealous,
Pat Rafters bought a house in Mossman and looks like he's not actually going
and
to
John
be,
McEnroe's been accused of steroids abuse. Come on, look at the guy.
But yeah, no, Leighton's our hope for the tennis now.
Come on! I didn't go down too long.
No, Leighton hasn't really got very much pressure on him because this is the first time he's actually made the semi-finals. And no pressure at all.
Go on to other news briefly.
Yes.
On to the AFL. Melbourne Demons star David Schwartz has announced his mid-retirement for the game mid-season to do with poor form and injury and stuff. That. The Swans finally broke their winning streak under new coach Paul Roos by a 73-point thrashing of Fremantle over the weekend. To the NRL, telegraphed in the poll done in the Daily Telegraph today, voting the best players in league at the moment. Andrew Johns came out number 1 overall. Congratulations to Andrew Johns. I think he chosen as preferred captain. Other names mentioned were like Jason Riles and I think Lottie DeCurie, of course. I think the coaches were. And upcoming sporting events we've got to look forward to. I think Rugby Union Bledisloe Cup first, the Commonwealth Games, the Gay Games, I believe is having trouble getting sponsorship for, unfortunately.
And they've announced this week again that we will have Roy and HG back for the Commonwealth
That
Games.
should be
That should be exciting.
Yes. So much to do, so much to look forward to. But we have to wrap it up right now. Thank you very much for the first time tonight, my host, Helen.
Thank you very much, Ben. Thank you for having me.
This has been another big world of sport in Sportastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to Panel Beaters. Here we are. My guests for this evening are numerous. I won't go into them just yet. On the what we'll be talking about tonight is a rather a relationship that's just come to the media's awareness. We all know who I'm talking about. That's right, Ali G and Isla Fisher apparently are going to get married. Can you believe that? This is Jasmine, this is Leisle, and this is Helen, by the way. No, don't give them a clap, it goes straight to their head. So yeah, Ali G and Isla Fisher, who'd have thought?
Ah, who cares? What happened? More to the point. His song, his new song.
Me Julie, exactly.
Dedicated to his girlfriend.
It's not me, my Isla.
Yeah, exactly.
We'd like to welcome all our London viewers. Ali G, Isla Fisher, isn't she? Didn't she go to the UK? Isn't that how they met? They met in Hillingdon. I'd like to welcome my old coverage area in London. Thank you.
Oh, you go way back, Helen.
LEG was actually, LEG filmed the LEG movie in my former coverage, my colleague's former coverage area in London. I used to work for a London newspaper, so I have credibility to actually be on the panel, but I'm going to shut up now and let Lewis continue.
Until, of course, she got fired. Anyway,
yes.
So,
deported.
Deported, right.
Thank you. Clarification.
So, Liz, what's been happening in the media that you think we need to be aware of? What's come to your attention?
Okay, well, I think one thing that we don't care about is the whole Cheryl Kona issue. Because what she does in her bedroom, really, is really up to her. And I mean, who wants to know anything about... How do we know it was her bedroom, though? Well, who cares?
No,
I mean, politicians having sex is not something that I want to know about.
No. Unless it's done by the taxpayer's dollar. Like, wasn't it? I read somewhere today that they were noting how many junkets they did and how many bedrooms
they stayed
in interstate, and that they were in Perth one week and then they were doing taxpayers' money and.
They did that anyway. Unless they're going to take away those sort of rights for everything. Well, it's.
But the big question is why should they have disclosed it? I mean, I know I go around and I regularly disclose on the show who I'm involved with. And it changes from various panel members,
lots and lots of people.
And it just jumps around every week. And I air it. And shouldn't the same apply for Cheryl and my
cohorts? The main reason that she actually put herself in the firing line was because of the fact that she did a tell-all book. And when you release a tell-all book, you must tell all.
Yeah, but have any politicians actually told all in their books? No, they don't. What they do is they put a spin on it. They get their spin doctors out, they write something that shows them in a good light. And that's what she did. And the only reason that Watsy came out and said anything about it is because she said some stuff about him in the book.
Yeah.
So therefore he wanted to then come out and say, well, that wasn't the truth. She was reading Rudy for it. And like, who cares? I mean, honestly, they're both out of politics anyway.
I mean, this is it.
I wouldn't want to admit to any politicians, really, unless I was paid a hell of a lot of money. So anybody out there? I'm an out-of-work actress and I need some money. So really, no, who cares?
Yeah, who cares? What do we care about then? On Panel Beaters, we only care about important stuff. Steve Fawcett just landed his balloon in which he was sitting down for, a week or 2 weeks or a month or something?
No, 5 days, wasn't it?
5 days.
Not really sure.
Flew around the world in 5 days.
How many days was he up there? Yeah, well, exactly. He's doing well.
365 days.
Oh, she's lying, but she's new. And she's cute.
She's
new. Got a new issue. The shooting at LA Airport.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Right.
Independence Day and...
Who got shot?
Well, two people were killed.
And the shooter actually got shot himself.
Yeah, and the shooter was killed.
By security at the end.
That's right.
Yeah.
And what was it all about?
Well, the whole issue was pretty sad. He was a Egyptian national, I think, and they think that it's political, politically motivated. You know, the whole deal.
Terrorism.
Yeah, the whole terrorist sort of deal coming up again. Yeah, because it was with the airline was I've forgotten the name of it.
Israel.
Thank you, LL Airlines. Yeah.
Not to be with LL Cool J.
Yeah. So they think that it was all, to do with the terrorism across there, which is all pretty sad, really.
It is.
I think people should just stop blowing up one another.
Also yesterday,
really?
though, don't you think?
Should be more love.
I would have liked to have seen our balloon man actually crash and not actually be able to land, but I thought the coolest thing about that was his Budweiser sponsorship. Let's have a bud after we land our balloon.
No, I thought it was really cool because that dude had been up there, 5 times now? I think this was his 5th attempt.
Wasn't it his 7th or something unrealistic
anyway,
like that?
He tried lots of times,
again and again and again.
I'm just really glad that he actually landed the thing, because how many times have these millionaires taken all sorts of bloody craft all over, who cares where, around the world, inside, outside.
Well, now they can stop doing it.
And then they stuff it up, and then they're millionaires, but we all end up sharing the burden. And we all throw out, a few dollars and send a helicopter out to rescue them for something that we really don't care all that much about.
Yeah, but
in the end.
It was a
now
Channel
it's been
7,
done.
Yeah, it was a Channel 7 helicopter that came to him first, and I loved it when the Channel 7 crew said, "Oh, so do you want to do it again?" And he was like, "No, I've already done it once. So I tried to do it 7 times. Don't you I've done this fabulous achievement. I'm not going to do it again."
Nobody else ever has to do it ever again. They can stop putting balloons up. Because basically, they can get around the world in a plane.
Exactly. We've established that if you're a millionaire and you can throw enough money at it, you can travel around the world.
Glide.
Let's just leave it Okay, save us all a lot of money on care flights and be done with it. Thanks very much, Jasmine, Leisle and Helen. That's been Panel Biz for another night. Right now, we've got the guys from Goodbyes. The much
Maintaining individuality in today's market-controlled world seems to be a hard thing to achieve. Wouldn't you love to be able to stand out in a crowd, or perhaps be recognised by different people, look better than different people? It seems that the individuals today seem to be a rare breed. We don't seem to see too many of them these days. Now, Govers, wouldn't you agree with me when I say that being an individual, it's very hard to maintain?
It's incredibly difficult to maintain it, Benny. I mean, it's just the corporate world, you know, with branding and everything, is sort of made it in such a way that
it's saturated.
It's
really
saturated, and they've taken all the individuality out of everything that was there in the first place. I mean, when I was a boy, Benny.
When was that? Last week?
Week before.
Week before.
I mean, we used to just slash our jeans or something like that if we wanted to be a punk or a little bit individual. But
rip
I mean,
your jacket or something.
Rip your
like
jacket.
that.
Calvin Klein does that for you these days. I mean, there's no individuality
For 10
to
times
be done.
the price as well.
10 times the price. I mean, trash street heroin chic is now marketed by Gucci. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Now, I know that our lovely assistant is coming
Well,
today.
let's have a
and
look
he's
at
trying
Laurence.
to be an individual.
Look at the lengths he's gone to now. I mean, he looks ridiculous.
I mean, what's he wearing?
He's got... Benny, he's got a pot plant strapped to his head. That's how he's tried to be individual.
Well, I'll tell you what, he certainly does look individual. He'd stand out in a crowd.
He does, and he would. But, you know, it's difficult to maintain that arrangement, Benny, because, you know, plants, they need to be looked after. You need to water it.
Yes.
Feed it, yes. I mean, you need to be able to fertilise it in a way.
Give it sunlight.
Give it sunlight, and be able to fertilise it without you walking around each day and smelling like shit.
Like
I mean,
shit.
it's just like shit. It's just not something you really want at all.
Well, we've got to be able to do something to help people like Laurence and people out there that are individuals or perhaps want to be individuals. Now, Curtis, what have you brought into us? Oh, look at that. Now, what would you do with something like that?
Well, you'd put it on your head, Benny. This is the latest in individualist headwear, if you like, for the 21st century.
Looks like a silly hat to me.
Yeah, well, that's something you might call it, Benny. A funny hat, whatever you like. But, you know, I think a lot of people could use this. Artists, generally. I mean, it'd save them dyeing their hair purple and piercing their elbows, for one thing, wouldn't
That's
it?
right.
And they'd still maintain an air of individuality. I think the entire suburb of Newtown is a potential market for this.
Or people perhaps maybe living in the suburbs. Need to spice up their life a bit, you know?
Your pockets of glebe, Darlinghurst and Paddington. Yes, I get your point. Yes, and we've got a bit of a range, this week, yes, as we often do.
Well, you are a bit of an entrepreneur.
I am, yeah, in a sort of non-ruthless and entirely gutless kind of way, but yes, I suppose I am a bit of an entrepreneur. Here's the other one we've got here. Oops, it's a prototype, Benny, don't worry, don't stress.
Guys down the factory having a bit of a laugh, were they?
I think they were. They didn't really tell me much of the philosophy behind this one, but I think it's safe to imagine it's for children.
Yes.
Stand out in the sandpit.
Oh, the children would love that. They could wear that to preschool and everyone would want one.
They could. They might get punched, but everybody would want one. Yes.
Well, that's a little ball terror.
It is a little good hat. I've got another one for you. This is
speaks for itself, really, doesn't it?
The phallic fedora, though you know, you might like to use the vernacular dickhead hat. I think the market for this one is quite strong. The potential is enormous. I think politicians could use this generally.
Well, yes. There's plenty of wankers out there too.
Bank managers. Lewis could use this. But we've had a bit of overseas interest, Benny. A few calls from Brussels have been made recently for this one.
Is that right?
That's true. I'm not going to name names. I'm no Laurie Oakes, Benny, but...
Where did you model something like that from? It doesn't look like something from my personal collection.
No. We've got another one here. Do you remember how we discussed the demonstration of this one?
The demonstration. Now, how does this work? I start about here, do I?
Yes, I think it was about there.
Hang on,
yes,
I've got my roses in the way.
Isn't it always? So you put this round your head rather like this, and I think it's fairly safe to imagine that you're going to stand out in a crowd wearing something like this. You're making a mess of this, Benny.
Oh, look, I'm sorry.
Absolute dogfight. I mean, unless you're in the habit of walking around Cairo or the Nile, you're not going to be mistaken for anybody else. You're not going
to an Egyptian party, perhaps?
Yeah, well, you'd want to stand out, Benny. That's the whole point of this. So I'd say an Egyptian party would be fairly safe not to. A few concerns have been raised about this one, such as the ability to see.
How do you see with something like that?
Well, we've cornered that part already. If I can find this, there we go. There you are.
I tell you what, that speaks volumes. Now, how do we get in touch with you and be able to buy these fabulous products?
Oh, it's a phone number, of course.
And what is that phone number?
It's 1-800-422-222.
And just for the viewers again, that number again.
Hey, here we go. This is the close of the show, the end of the show.
They're funny boys, aren't they?
They are very funny.
They're creative.
They won't be back though. No, they won't be back, unfortunately. We've been doing exterior polls and they didn't rate very well. No. So, yeah, they won't be back. No, it's true. Most people wrote on it was like a little census form that we sent out, and the big overall feedback that we got back was not funny, not funny. I mean, that whole hat thing.
Outrageous.
The comment about me, not that registered at all with me. I can take a joke as good as anybody.
Who's watching this show? I think they're funny.
Yeah, well, I thought they were funny as well up until tonight. But next week we've got Film Forum, Idiot Box, In Stitches, Nick's Nuts, Guest Band, which we haven't yet given approval to.
No.
That's open to us deciding. Panel beaters, of course, Pure Acoustic, Strange News, and more prizes, more giveaways, special guests, and comedians perhaps, who knows what. This is Chaos TV. We're on Channel 31, 11 p.m. Friday. We should just mention that we've got a few people that already sponsor the show.
Yeah.
Which is, we couldn't do the show without them, which is
good old Paddy the Publican.
Important. That's right, Paddy the Publican, who can forget, the Shannon Hotel.
We'll be down there a little later on tonight.
We will be.
We're down there every week.
That's right, yeah. Every Friday. 11 to 12 roughly we'll be down there watching the show.
That's right.
So come on down and meet the stars. But we've also got a number of sponsors that have come on board and helped out a bunch of people that have come together like a tight-knit community that we are, and putting on a show free of charge. And this is why we entice people, we encourage people to come on down. Give us a call 9698-2968 and get involved. Have fun, put something to air that's worthwhile. And yeah, basically just have a laugh with a bunch of other people that want to have a laugh and don't want to go out and on a Friday night and have a life, basically.
So don't forget, we've got all these CDs to give away from Central Station Records.
All of these CDs here tonight are to be given away. Tonight only, no steak knives involved. Who can forget, oh yes, I'm on Fire by Fabiola too. And Ooh La La, that's a favourite of yours, isn't it?
Is that Fabio's sister,
Fabiola? I think it might be. Horny. You listen to that song all the time, don't you, in the car? That's that one you've always got pumping.
Is that I'm horny? Is it that one?
No, that's not the one.
Horny.
By Mouse Tea and Hot and Juicy. Who would name their kids Hot and Juicy and Mouse Tea, eh? I don't know. What's happening to the world today? But other people that have helped us out, and you at home as well, you might have a business, you might be thinking, hey, what a great thing that people are doing. We're not on the streets injecting drugs or whatever that we could be doing, but we're here doing something for the community and constructive. That's right.
Yeah, no, we've got heaps of people encouraging us here. We've got Fake Cosmetics giving us things, and Pacific Privilege gave us lots of hotel accommodation.
Right.
And
Table 8, Central Station Records, Pacific Privilege, you mentioned Grafton Sound, DMC Lighting, Blue Heaven, Picture Training.
Oh, they made up a great little frame for our sponsors. We gave them a T-shirt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's we're very appreciative here, aren't we? As well,
we are
of our sponsors.
Very grateful.
And
we're so thoughtful.
Yeah, basically come on board and help out a community organisation like this. Do something fantastic. 96982968 is the number. Other people I think we may have forgot was Icon Screen Printing. They put together those T-shirts for us with the logo on there. Mac PC Hire as well.
Yep.
Have we forgotten anybody else?
Did we say IKEA? These lovely comfy stools that we all
I think
sit
I
on
did
now?
say IKEA, but you
okay.
spoke over me. But that's fine. That's
Sorry.
no, yep. They've generously donated these chairs.
Yeah,
on
these
which
are great. We've got
we
little
sit.
feet
Our
bits
derriere.
as well. Yeah.
That's been the show
And
for another week.
Write us an email if you like, chaostelevision@hotmail.com. We always like a good laugh.
Or give us a call, 96982968. Anything else? That's been the show.
That's right.
Big clap. That's the end. Back next week. Chaos Television.